right, and we're back. This is the final part of the review. Part 3 will be Impactor, as well as the combination into Ruination and some comparisons with Combiner Wars, since that's the only complete combiners that we have at the moment. He's supposed to come with following weapons. Comes with the weapon of the original Onslaught from this line, as well as his extra weapon, which was the Harpoon Gun. Did not receive those 2 weapons, so it was actually 3 weapons missing from the pack. Like I said, the seller has just 24 hours, and I don't play that, you know what I'm saying? Because in the auction, it didn't say it was complete or incomplete, so I could have went with someone else, you know, and I gave him a benefit of the doubt. Feedback's not great, but we'll go into that later. Right now, we'll focus on this review, because I got to get the heck out of here, I'm being told. So, Impactor has a very weird articulation set. Due to the transformation, his shoulder will only go this far. So you are reliant on these grooved elbow joints, and it's tricky. Sometimes that ball joint will pop out. These toys, the plastic quality of these toys were very weird. Like, I never really quite understood the whole thing, but they hold up pretty well. This is 9 or 10 years old. He does have a weird waist swivel, and that's due to transformation. It makes him kind of look like he's dodging a little bit, but it doesn't go all the way, because we'll get to that in a minute. The leg will not go back any further. The leg will go up, and is on a very tight ratchet, and that's for a transformation. That's why a lot of joints are weird, loose on some and tight on the other. And it just has to be that way. So just keep that in mind, but it won't go back so far. Now, the biggest problem with him, he's hollow, and you can see the whatever the guy's name is, Zimmer, right head in the back, and the waist. Without this stuff, he is hollow, and I'm kind of disappointed, because I know Microblaze Creations made a newer version of the mold, and that thing goes for a ton of money, but I don't think they ever did an Impactor version. That would have been, that would have hurt me, because I would know right now the Onslaught that they made with all the extra parts, that thing is like $500, and I believe they did one that was like the, Power Ranger colors, and the other one they did was the more subtle kind of matching G1 colors, Bruticus. So yeah, I think they did 2, so they go for a lot. But other than that, though, his biggest claim to fame is the head sculpt. And I mean, that is one beautiful head sculpt. He is Impactor. Now, what's cool also about this set, he has an Autobot symbol on his chest, and then he has the Wreckers Autobot symbol. So he did come with that tampered on. Now, why do I like this Impactor over the one that we're supposed to be getting in the Fall Cybertron set? Because this one looks like Impactor. It just looks like Impactor. Besides the weirdness that he has, it's dirty in here. I gotta get on him about. This is supposed to be the light box that I use, and it's all dirty. But he just looks like Impactor. When I first bought the set back in 2013, I bought him first, and I didn't buy any of the others, and I bought the rest later, specifically because of the head sculpt for Impactor. And we're going to compare him with the Decepticon Impactor that I have. I have 2 Impactors, so I kind of could just take the weapons off the Impactor that I don't use anymore and stifle them onto him, but I want what's there or something like that. So here he is, and you can see this is the other Impactor, the one that's the Decepticon that has the Spartan head. I'm going to fix the tamper on him, but of course, we're talking about a 7-year gap between this guy and this guy. So this one is still not quite Impactor, but this one is very Impactor-ish. And in my opinion, I really do like this Impactor. I mean, he has all the modern articulation, but this guy I don't know. It's the colors, man, that orange and blue, and let's do a height check. And he is 5.5 inches. 5.5, yeah, 5.5 inches. So, and that's pretty cool. So he's deluxe scale. I mean, that's pretty much what you want. So Now we're going to stop talking about him. We're going to transform him into the vehicle mode. Then we're going to go straight into Ruination mode. And then we're going to wrap it up. Be back in 2 and 2. All right, and we're back. And we're in vehicle mode for Impactor. Now, this is Follow Cybertron. So please don't be like, what is that? I don't know what it is. He just folds up into 4 wheels. You can see the head from Ruination there, and it's not really covered up by much, except for the waist crotch piece thing, and it just kind of, it's alright. It's just not a great vehicle mode, but it'll suffice. At least it folds up, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't, it's annoying. It's kind of like, you know, it's just Hasbro years ago. This is the in-between. And when he folds up, he's about 4 inches. Yeah, it's about 4 inches long. So that's about it. There's not much to compare to. There's not much to say. I don't have the weapon, so this is what we got. And now we're going to go ahead and do combination mode. We'll be back in 2 and 2. So for the last part of this video, he will not stand up. We have him in his Ruination mode. Unfortunately, I've been trying. I think I'm missing a step, but I cannot get him to stand up straight. So we're not going to go through looking stupid. The articulation is pretty much, it's, you don't want to mess with this thing. But he is combined, and the head is like the Emirate Zeron. So let's see if I can get in as close as I can. See if I can get in close enough so you can see. So it's supposed to be like their commander in one of the Wreckers iterations, I think from 2006. I'm gonna zoom out. So we're gonna have to make this short because I can't just hold him and hold the camera and all the other stuff at the same time. So just so you could get a height comparison, he is about 11 inches tall, and I think that'll be the size of a combiner. So we're gonna bring in Bruticus, which is the Unite Warriors. Hold on 1 second here. He doesn't even want to stand up. He doesn't even want to stand up, man. Let me get him. Y'all complaining about the new combiners, man. I'm telling you, man. This is, y'all are just spoiled rotten. And this is my Unite Warriors Bruticus. You know, and believe it or not, you're gonna hate to hear me say this, but Unite Warriors Combiner Horse is better than what we got here. You know, even though they're not stable without help me parts, you can see the height. They're about the same height. So, you know, yeah, take of it or what you will. Oh, he's standing up. Holy smokes. So in a few moments, we're going to go into final thoughts. I'm just going to go ahead and go into final thoughts because if I move this thing, it's probably not going to stand up again. So, how do I feel about Ruination? As a figure, as a standalone just figure, see, and even, it just, yeah, I want y'all to see this because you got to understand why we need Hasbro to step up the combiner game, just in general. This just sits on my shelf, okay? This is, I'm glad to get him back. I really did miss the set. It's not perfect. It's nowhere near made to be perfect. Like, this is not your perfection. Let's get a, group side. This is not for the purpose of perfection. This is early stages of combiners. Coming out of maybe the Unicron trilogy. Really didn't have any combiners in Chug until Combiner Wars. Everything else was just, we were using Energon. If you recall, we basically were using help me parts from third party to help the Energon combiners be part of our Chug collection. So when this came out, it was like a breath of fresh air. No help me parts, you just joint Katai and you're good. You can do the set any way you want. You could swap arms and legs and things of that nature, but it's just a hassle doing it. I think, like in my case, I would probably go with him as a foot, Roadbuster, and Whirl, and then put the twin twist and top spin as arms. I think that might be a better combination, but overall, I really do like the set. It has many flaws. I'm not going to say it candy coated for you. It will get on your nerves. This set will get on your nerves. But if you understand what was given and what was created in this, I'm not even going to go through articulation. This thing is just going to fall. Because overall, it's just, it's not going to compare to what we have now. But its charm is based on how you feel about the records. And me personally love the records, but I love this set because it was something about the set made sense compared to what we're getting at Amazon. So, I mean, you can go and, I like it, it's Amazon, and get your cardboard weapons and, could have probably printed them out yourself, but at least you know with this set, you got extra weapons that were specific to the character. That was cool. Actual plastic weapons. So, think about that. So overall, I do like the set. I don't give numbers and 10s and 9s because it's either you like it or you don't really. Or you just like, no, I don't really care. Sometimes it happens, but all the flaws aside, I love the set. And that's that. End of discussion. So if you want to pick up the set, you're going to have to go to eBay or try to find some people that still might have it. Maybe a couple of your online stores might still have it available. But other than that, it's a fantastic set. It was probably the first set of the records that they did. And I hate to say it for you guys, Hasbro did it right. This is Super Robot Ed. We're signing off. We'll see you soon with more reviews. Till then, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I'll see y'all boys in a couple of days. Peace.